because the data is from 12th April. At that time, the bond purchase was going on. On 12th April 2019, it was going on. What is possible is that some of these bonds were purchased prior to 12th April 2019, but redeemed after 12th April 2019, and that is why there is a mismatch. But I just wanted to point out there is a very large mismatch.
There is no, Malad, these figures are not authentic. I've given the authentic
18,000 versus
roughly
sponsored NGOs are, my lord, fudging the figures and bringing their own. My lord, your lordships are aware, there is a beautiful, my lord, quotation by Einstein, that some people use statistics like a drunken man uses lamp posts more for support than for illumination.
I'm just showing the number. I'm saying that 18,000.
This is what happens.
Right, we'll now leave it at that.
Those numbers are not right. Since, because all this is going to play out, the numbers are not right. The corrected numbers were not given in our application.
वो अलग order pass कर देंगे. इसमें MA में ऐसा लिख लीजिए. In subpara B and C of paragraph 221 of the judgment of this court dated 15 February 2024, the direction to the SBI to submit details of bracket 1, the electoral bonds purchased, semicolon, and bracket T2, political parties which have received contributions through electoral bonds is specifically since the date of the interim order dated 12 April 2019. Stop. In other words, all details which have been directed to be furnished in the operative directions of this court are with reference to the interim order, are on the basis, don't say on the basis of, are with effect from the date of the interim order, namely 12 April 2019. We'll stop. The relief which has been sought in the MA for predating the point of disclosure would amount to a substantive modification of the judgment and hence cannot be dealt with in a miscellaneous application. We'll stop. The miscellaneous application is therefore not maintainable and is accordingly dismissed.
I want one more relief to prevent another round of contempt proceedings. Would your lordship just for a minute have my affidavit in compliance for it?
What is it that you want to clarification?
Yes. Marat, there was, when we gave your lordship, that's why I can see all this story has started. When we gave your lordship the original figure of 22,217 bonds, we had, by mistake, that was from 1st of April, not on 12th of April. If your lordship just sees para 4 and Marat, everything will be over because I know where this is going, where Mr. Bhushan is going. Please see para 4 of my compliance affidavit for 1 second. Marat.
Yes.
And please, I would invite your lordship to say, your lordships accept this. We have given the figures, Marat. There is no mismatch, there is nothing of the sort. If your lordship sees the table.
Not going to all that. I mean,
no, I have to convince my lord I have complied with the order. I'm just saying.
It's a compliance affidavit. It's a compliance affidavit of your chairman and managing director. We have accepted that.
Please say your lordships have accepted our compliance affidavit. That will put an end to all this.
By the judgment of this court dated 15 February 2024, this court directed, into inverted commas, this court directed, into inverted commas, the disclosure of information on contributions received by political parties under the electoral bond scheme to give logical and complete effect, into inverted commas, complete, to the ruling. Full stop. Thereafter, in paragraph 219, this court issued operative directions. These directions in subparagraph B and C are in two parts. Full stop. Subpara B requires SBI to submit details of the electoral bonds purchased since the interim order dated 12 April 2019, into inverted commas, till date to the ECI. into inverted commas complete. Such details, the court has indicated, into inverted commas, shall include the date of purchase of each electoral bond, the name of the purchaser of the bond, and the denomination of the electoral bond purchased, into inverted commas complete. In the second part of the operative direction, in subparagraph C, SBI was required to submit, into inverted commas, the details of political parties which have received contributions through electoral bonds, into inverted commas complete, since the interim order dated 12 April 2019 till date to ECI. SBI was required to disclose details of each, underline each electoral bond encashed by political parties, and to include inclusive of the date of encashment and the denomination of the electoral bond. Full stop. The above narration and a plain reading of paragraph 219 of the judgment dated 15 February 2024 indicates that SBI was required to submit all details, both in terms of the purchase and in terms of the receipt of contributions. Full stop. The expression, to invert commas, include in both subparagraphs B and C clearly demonstrate that the inclusive part was regarded as illustrative and not exhaustive of the nature of the disclosure which was to be made by SBI. Let's stop. In other words, we now, there's no manner of doubt that SBI is required to make a complete disclosure of all details in its possession. Full stop. This, we clarify, will include would comprehend the alphanumeric number of, and the serial number, if any, of the bonds which were purchased and redeemed. Full stop. The application, this was on your application, I think you had moved this, no? The application was by the Oh yeah, we had therefore. Mr. Harish and Salve, Learned Senior Counsel, states that there is no reservation on the part of SBI in disclosing all details which are in its possession and custody. Full stop. In order to fully effectuate the order and to obviate any controversy in the future, we direct that the Chairman and Managing Director of SBI shall file an affidavit on or before 5 p.m. on Wednesday, date daldo.
Could we have one more day, Thursday?
Yes, certainly. 5 p.m. on Thursday, indicating that SBI has disclosed all details of the electoral bonds which were in its possession and custody, and that no details have been withheld from disclosure. Full stop.
Given to the Election Commission
In terms of the directions contained in paragraph 221.
Your Lordship may indicate the date when it will be uploaded by the Election Commission.
The Election Commission shall upload the details forthwith on the communication by SBI.
My Lord, I had directed, my Lord, the senior official of the bank to remain present. My Lord, the Deputy Managing Director and Chief General Manager are present here. The presence may be recorded.
Fair.
Free same-day delivery, extra 5% unlimited cashback, Blockbuster Entertainment, Amazon Prime. Such made too much.
Thank you very much, Mr. K. Annamalai, for joining us here on Public Munch. Let me begin by asking you, you started your career as a IPS officer, 2011 batch. 2019, you quit IPS. You were the DCP of South Bengaluru, as I understand. What made you join politics?
I didn't want to join politics, frankly, madam. When I quit also, the intention was not to join politics. I wanted to get to the grassroots, started a foundation, ran it for a year. And normally when you come back to your village, you are there for a year. When you start doing things at the grassroots level, it evokes a lot of interest from people. And there was a theory that I was a person, and even in the police side, that politics is far, far away from me. That was very clear in my head. There was another theory that politics can accelerate change. So don't look at it in a negative way. If you think there is something negative, come inside and be a part of the change. The second theory. Maybe that 1 year on the ground, coming back to my village, that overpowered my first theory that politics is bad. So even now, some people say I'm a reluctant politician, but here I am a politician in front of you.
A reluctant politician, and have you changed your mind and realized that politics is not all that bad?
100%, madam. There is a space for everybody. And politics as a, I will not say it's a profession, politics as a service, it's very unique. It demands so much out of a human being, and it tests all your skills. And it's very, very tough for anybody who is aspiring to get into politics also. You got to give everything there, everything there. From the bottom of your heart, you really have to believe this is what you want to do. When everything is there, I think politics is for you. Because now in Indian politics, it's 24/7, 365 days. And your relentless issues are so much. Every single day, it brings so many issues to the forefront. And either you are for or against it. So this is the kind of setting politics in India is happening. For me, I've settled in my own comfortable space now. My value systems, I keep very strongly and very dearly to myself. So right now, if you ask me, I found my space within the BJP party. Here I am sitting in front of you.
So are you saying value systems? You've seen only the BJP. How can you comment on the value systems in comparison to other political parties? And are you saying that the BJP's value systems are different from those of other political parties?
100%, madam. The other political parties, very basically, if I can just take Tamil Nadu as an example, when you have a single leader-driven party, so the leader is more than a human being, is almost equivalent to a god, and at least when you see Tamil Nadu, from an outsider perspective, especially for you, madam, when you see it, here you have made people god-like, cult-like figures. You see people standing outside, welcoming, saying namaste, waiting for 1 month for appointment. And this is the kind of politics that is prevalent in our state. When I talk about BJP, it is a cadre-driven party. Everybody is equal, be it the Prime Minister, be it a booth-level worker. That's how everybody is treated. That is the first refreshing change for me as a person. The second, this party is always a party that wants to experiment in politics, that wants to make politics better. Maybe next week in BJP would be better than this week in Indian politics. So it keeps experimenting, keeps moving ahead. Normally many political parties, especially in Tamil Nadu, are status quoist. Still you operate on the old mindset of caste line. You want to bring issues, you want to bring emotions into it. So this is the second change for me. The third one, a youngster like me, madam, no political background. Father is a farmer, mother is a homemaker. Both are not graduates, coming from a small village, and I'm representing a political party in the state. How many political parties will give an opportunity? Just a middle class, maybe a lower middle class, first generation. And BJP is a party that will just travels with you. You can just walk the hand. You can meet everybody. This doesn't happen.
Do you agree with Annamalai that the BJP gives chance to people who have no political background? No other political party in Tamil Nadu does that. Do you agree, students? Yes. Is that something that sets the BJP apart? Yes. But let me ask you, Mr. Annamalai. You talk about the media. You talk about the hold of the media. Rest of the country, it is the BJP. Because you have a government at the center. Everybody says that it is because of the BJP that the democracy of this country is in danger. All the institutions are in danger. The fact that you have a hold on the narrative across the country, that is a problem with the BJP. And the fact that you are an